Alright, my name is Hutch, and domination is my favorite game type in this game. And I will talk about my specific strategies in terms of Afghan and this map. This is my favorite map in the game. But first, I want to talk about different ways that you can be a douchebag in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. There's a lot of ways that you can be a douchebag in Modern Warfare 2. One of them being running around with lightweight marathon and a care package with Commando Pro and a tactical knife. One of them could be by hacking it so that you can somehow make it so that when somebody kills you they get negative 6 million XP, which apparently that's going on these days, which is not awesome. And another way is to play a objective game type like domination and completely ignore the objective and basically just go for kills. And I was watching Adam's commentary, CNA's commentary on he posted a match the other day where he went like 42-0 on derail, and he was kind of giving himself a hard time because he says that he doesn't like domination or team or anything other than like just straight up deathmatch because he likes to kill people, and that's the thing that he does. Look at that shot. That shot was nuts. You have to give me that one. But the thing is, on that particular map, he was actually spawn trapping them on I think it was the C flag on derail pretty much the entire game, which was useful. So I say that was totally playing the objective. But I've seen recently some YouTube uploaders, and not so recently before too, and I think the big trend that I think is just so douchey, in my opinion, is to play an objective game like domination just for your kill death ratio. Now this map, this game in particular, the one that I'm commentating right now, I do get a really good KD, and that's why I chose to post it. But when I play domination, I usually go like, I don't know, 30 and 20, something like that. I mean, like I don't usually get like a 2-to-1 KD because most of the time I like to snipe, and every single time I'm really active. Like I will run from point to point, protecting, capping, things like that. And when you're doing that with a sniper rifle, anyone who's honest with themselves will tell you that like, unless you're playing in a lobby where everyone is just total garbage, like running around with a sniper rifle in an objective game and being active in terms of like minding spawns and protecting points, it's fucking hard. It's not easy when you're going up against assault rifles that have very little recoil. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, your job's not really easy when you're doing that. So let's talk about Afghan. I think when you spawn on this side of the map where I'm at right now, when you got the C flag and the B flag right there, I think that's a better spawn than the A because you have C and B right next to you. And when you spawn on the other side of the map on the A flag, you got your work cut out for you. You either have to run through those little caves of doom on the right side of the map or run right through the center of the map to get to B. Both of those leave you really exposed, and they're some pretty bad choke points too. That's true if you have a class like lightweight or marathon. You can book it from the A spawn all the way to the C flag up there and chuck a nade and see if you can get like a couple kills from people trying to cap the C flag. But I do think this is the better spawn on this side of the map, so that's my take on that. If you're playing a game like domination, I think unless you have everything completely on lockdown, it's important to be able to just stop what you're doing and book it to the nearest flag. So I think like positioning yourself on a part of the map that can get you from either the A flag or the C flag or the A flag and the B flag is important. So as you can see right here, like I'm up at the C flag. I'm seeing if I can protect it right now because when I look at my map, right, there's nobody else that's protecting C. I'm the only person here, and now we start spawning at C because that's the only flag that we have. So I want to push out of this spawn. I don't want to get stuck in this spawn. I want to be active, right? But at the same time, I can see that they're going to be going for the C flag. So first I want to lock this down, make sure it's nice and protected, and then I'm going to jump back into the action to see if I can go for the B flag cap. Or at least cut them off from getting to the B flag while my teammates cap it. Using your mini map in an objective game like domination is totally invaluable. Like that, your mini map is your best friend, and it's going to be the thing that I don't know, gives you, like, determines like how much success you're going to have is how much you use that mini map. Because when you die, you generally tend to spawn in waves in one point, like on one of your flags. So let's say you have 3 people protecting B, 3 people protecting C, and the other team makes a push for C and they take out all those people. chances are in that situation, those 3 people that were protecting C are going to spawn on the B flag with the rest of their teammates, while the other people, while the enemy team is capping C. You know, they've made a successful push, things like that. So if you're playing the objective, you need to be able to kind of mobilize yourself. And here, I was trying to go for this little this little corner jump, and I think I go for it 3 times, and I fail both times. My perks for this map were what were my perks? I think they were Stopping Power Pro, Steady Aim Pro, and Stopping Power Pro. I usually go with Ninja Pro, but I've been prestiging recently just because I play this game enough. Why not go for the extra classes, right? And my secondary weapon was a gun that I haven't even really used at all. There's my 3rd fail. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comments. I'm sure somebody already will before I even said that. But my secondary weapon here is the Akimbo G18s, the Glocks. And I'm not going to lie to you, the secondary rapes, like even if they're mid-range, if you burst fire with them, you can generally do quite a bit of damage with these beasts. Now in this situation I could be flashy and pull out my sniper rifle and you know, see if I can ward off everybody on that side of the map with a sniper rifle, but I mean I have a secondary, why not use it, right? And these guns are really good at close range and close to mid-range. Not quite mid-range just because the akimbo feature you can't really aim in. Plus with the Glock, even if you just had a singular Glock, you know, just a single weapon instead of akimbo, the recoil on this gun is just insane. And honestly, it's really built for hipfire. So here you see me posting up on the B flag here because they're spawning on that side, and when they're spawning on that side, generally their behavior is pretty predictable. They're going to be pushing on that right side. Every once in a while, like you'll see a smart player cut through the middle of the map and go through the middle, but here this is called the choke point. So if you have a sniper rifle, one of your biggest friends is going to be minding choke points and minding spawns. And at that point, I think that they probably switch spawns. They're probably spawning on top of the C flag. So I'm going to see if I can push up a little bit closer and see if I can trap them inside their spawn. So technically I'm not watching any of our flags, but I'm trying to trap them inside their flag, inside their spawn. That is playing the objective. That's preventing the enemy team from making a push towards some other flag, right? And here's the thing about me, right? I will hit some of the most crazy shots you will see, and I will miss some of the easiest shots you will see. And that's just online gaming right there. I mean, I think that happens to everybody. Of course, you know, you might think I'm terrible at the game, and that's cool. That's your opinion, but like, does that happen to you guys? You know, do you ever hit just crazy, insane quick scopes across the map and you can't hit a guy that's 5 feet in front of you? Either because your just fingers are not communicating with your brain well, or because, you know, lag, or maybe you do suck. Maybe I suck. I don't even know. So the game is coming to an end here, and at this point we've got it pretty much locked down. So I think at this point I was just like, F it, I'm gonna, you know, see if I can go for some fancy shit. See if I can rush their spawn a little bit and be a pain in their ass. Which is what I love to do. Like, I am the type of player that if I'm playing domination and we have 2 flags, I like to go to their spawn and see if I can box them in. And I think having a player like that is important, because if you have one guy that's running around just you know, throwing you off, getting a few kills in their spawn, switching up your position and trapping them in there, you know, that can really fuck with your head and make it so that, you know, it's a lot harder to be capping flags when you got a guy running around doing that to your team, which is what Nanners was doing on that one videos. So the game is wrapping up. We win. I think I did a pretty good job playing the objectives and being really active. All with a sniper rifle too, and not camping, and you know, I got a good KD in the match too, which was kind of a perk. But if you guys see other objective matches being posted on YouTube and the poster isn't playing the objective, you know, and especially if like they still lose the game while they're going like 90-4, say some shit to them. Tell them Hutch sent you to call him a douchebag for doing that because it's lame. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hey, come check out my channel. It's pretty sweet.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premiere directors and the machinima